Today, 6 hacks that will change your life.
Or will they?
There's only one thing that we love more than eating food with chopsticks, and that's photography.
I'm Mark.
And I'm Steve, and we're the Chopstick Guys. Hey, Mark, check this out. Before we get started today, we got an incredible gift all the way from Japan.
What is it?
It is beautiful, fancy chopsticks. Check this out. Here, grab your...
Who sent us these?
These are from Kato.
Hey, thanks, Kato.
Thanks, Kato. And I'm going to go with lime green today.
All right.
So
I can't wait for our Talking Raw segment today. I can use these beautiful blue chopsticks.
It's going to be awesome. Thank you, Kato. We appreciate the gift. Hey, today we have got an incredible show.
Yes. Today is our
Hackorama.
Everybody loves photo hacks, right?
I love them.
And there ain't nothing better than a DIY project.
Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I don't know about you. I have watched hours of hack videos. I saw one the other day that had 6 million views.
That's just crazy. 6 million views on a hack.
So that tells me 6 million of you actually think that you can steady your camera with a piece of string. I've never done it before, but let's not...
I have.
Oh, no. I want to see that
That is
photo.
why I think it's great that we have the Hackorama. And in fact, today what we're doing is Mark and I each came up with 3 of the most amazing, unbelievable hacks that you will ever experience in your photography life, guaranteed to blow you away. Yeah. So, what we each prepared is the special...
The Panoptic
bag of hacks. Now let's move these little computers here aside for a second.
All right.
And move
Give
my
us some
chopsticks
space.
down, get some space here.
Now, neither one of us have seen each other's hacks.
Neither one have.
No idea what's in the bag. Move your bag. I don't want to see it in there.
So, in fact, before we get started, we've come up and devised maybe a little scoring method, and we're going to have a little contest here to see which one of us came up with the best hacks. Dan, you're going to be keeping track of our score. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this scoring method?
In competitive hacking, each round is scored on an 8-point system. The first 2 points are based on cost. If the item is over $5, they only get 1 point. If it's under, they get the full 2 points. The second item is does it work? 2 points for yes and 1 for kind of. The third item, does it look cool? 2 points for yes, 0 points for no. Final 2 points, is it ridiculous? 2 points for yes, 0 points for no. Gentlemen, let's get ready to hack.
I don't know about you. I'm ready to begin. I'm excited to show you what I have in the bag.
I'm excited to see what you have in the bag.
Who's going first? My bag won't stand up, but I think we ought to play a game of rock, paper, chopsticks to decide who's going first.
Let's do that.
Okay. Are you ready?
So, ready? Now, you may be at an advantage because I don't remember which is the winning thing.
So, paper covers rock.
Okay.
Rock crushes the chopsticks. Chopsticks, scissors cut the paper. There we go. Okay, so best of 1 or 2, whatever it takes.
Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I get to go first because the rock crushes
You are
the
the rock.
chopstick.
That is really a stupid game. Probably not as stupid as some of these hacks. But what do we got here?
All right. So, I'm going to save my favorite hack for the end. So, I have seen so many hacks out there. So, this is what I came up. To me, a hack's got to be very simple. So, and it's got to be something that's available to you. So, what does everybody have laying around their house?
You tell me. What do we have?
Milk.
Nice.
We all have milk. So what I did is I cut the top out so that I could fit my flash into there.
That is one heck of a diffuser.
Isn't it? It's nice. So this thing will take amazing shots. I took some pictures in my house the other day. It blew me away how well this works.
If you were the milkman taking
pictures.
See,
I love the Gary Fong light sphere, but oh my goodness, this thing was, guess what? $2.65.
And it came with a beverage.
And it came with the
nice,
beverage.
refreshing beverage.
See, and I think this is very versatile because if you haven't drank the milk yet, you can have now something to drink during the photo shoot, because it's terrible as a photographer not to provide
a couple
beverage.
Straws and share it around for your photo shoot. It'd be awesome.
Or if it gets towards the end of the day and it's been sitting a while, there's nothing better than warm milk to get you nice sleep.
I got to see it to believe it. So what else you got in the bag?
Okay, so that's hack number 1. That's going to be a fun hack. I'm going to set that off to the side. Hack number 2 isn't as exciting, but we shoot a lot outside.
A ton.
And I don't know about you. Have you ever tried to show somebody the back of your camera doing this?
Yes.
Oh, can you see there?
I try to look at the back of your camera.
Yeah. And if you look at a Hoodman, the really fancy ones,
that's that little scope thing, right?
They are wonderful, but they are expensive.
Totally.
So I was down at Wally World the other day, and in the office section, I found this incredible collapsible file case for $4.88.
Oh, that's like to keep all your paperwork in, right?
So look it. Yeah. I can go to a photo shoot, and I can carry all my gear in this nice little thing. But when I get on location, I can set this up, and now I can take everything out. If I want to shoot tethered, I can take my laptop and stick it inside.
Now, actually, I'm starting to kind of dig this hack.
So see, you actually can have the laptop inside there, and now you can see it when you're shooting. Or I can actually take this and stick my camera in and go, take a look inside there.
All right.
So there are so many times in the bright sun. So that's hack number 2.
All right, well, let me show you my first 2 hacks, and then we'll get to hack number 3 for each one.
The piece de resistance.
My hacks are so good that I kept them in a special private eye case. Now, I've got my silver case holding my hacks.
It's like James Bond.
It is. These are very James Bondish. I think people are going to be absolutely amazed at what I have. My first one here today is called my Butterbox Flash Bender. So we've all seen those kind of things. I mean, look at Mark use milk. I've got something that's very flexible. You can see mine is not just a Butterbox Flash Bender that I put my flash directly in.
Will margarine work?
Margarine? No, this is only butter. Only butter. In fact, sweet cream butter. But check this out. I can actually move this. I can actually move this down, and I've got my little flash extender on the top.
Nice.
It's actually pretty incredible. I think you are going to be amazed. So that's hack
I can't
number
wait
1.
to see that one. That's going to be a good one.
Now, hack number 2 is this. You know what this is?
I don't know what that is.
This is my old iPhone case.
Oh yeah, I see the buttonhole.
Now, purposely, I matched my chopsticks today with the color of my hack.
This is going to be good.
Now, you know what you do with this?
I don't.
Okay. It's not an Adidas symbol, but what it is you know when we're talking about shooting with stories, right? We're always trying to create this magical story, this magical look of everything that we're doing. Well, sometimes you just don't have a tree branch or a leaf, right?
Yeah.
This is a special silicone, and I use silicone because of its durability. The special silicone that you put right into your lens hood, now it creates an imitation leaf gobo in between your subject.
I like that. That's going to work.
And you know what? Again, it's an amazing, amazing hack. I've actually got other pieces, so if you want to do different shapes too.
Yep.
And then I also tried it using my special green cardboard, so if I want to get different shapes. But this one, I think you're going to be pretty impressed with.
Okay, I can't wait to see that.
All right, so then we have hack number 3.
Are you ready for...
I am more than ready.
This is the hack I've been waiting to show you. I think... So here's one of the problems. When we're shooting portraits especially, what is the problem? Do you take a tripod? You always take it, but do you use a tripod?
I never use a tripod.
I never use a tripod either. It sits in the car. It's too bulky. It's too hard to carry around. Yep. Your hands are full. You're like, I don't have room. So what if there was a way I could tell you with this hack that you could get the benefits of a tripod, the convenience of hands-free, you can also eat and take pictures at the same time comfortably. Would that not be amazing?
You got me at eat.
And if you were ever stuck in the woods and you couldn't get back to civilization, you would be very comfortable. So are you ready?
Maybe.
Now, $5.85 for the new portable system. See, this fits right around your neck. And now, look at hands-free. I can eat. I can actually set my laptop up here. Watch how great this is. So see, now I can give directions. I have the laptop right here ready to be used. There's just so much. I have a camera that
most would say that is a crappy hack, but you know.
It's definitely kind of a crappy hack, but this is a hack that I just think is going to revolutionize photography.
I definitely think you're onto something.
Especially since we teach
right
workshops. How many times do you just like... I actually think if you really wanted to get big with this, you could put a ball head right on there. But then it gets in the way of, eating noodles and sushi. But isn't that great? And you never have to fear your photographer getting too close to you.
That is something. So, that is something. Thanks for sharing.
I
really appreciate that.
I think this is going to change the way...
My hat was so big I couldn't fit it in my bag. Just let me grab it.
Okay.
Now.
Oh.
Now, you've been in the situations before where you've seen those really incredible pictures.
The football games? Defense.
Exactly. You've seen those pictures of... They're really artsy looking. They're always shot in black and white, and they look like they're standing against some kind of grate or maybe a blind that's just like cutting off pictures of their face. So what you do is like you put this in front of the person.
Okay.
Right. Angle it up, and it makes those incredible lines coming across their face. So now
with your flash.
Yeah, with your flash. Now I even go beyond that. I take my flashlight with one hand, and then I get those incredible colors.
Oh, I can see
flashlight, but. It's pretty cool.
From our studio lights, you can see a little bit on my shirt.
So, I designed this with a special handle so I can do it one-handed with my camera, and just shoot like that. But that is the true hack of the day. So, what I think we should do is I think we should go out and test these hacks. But using our special hacking scoring system, Mark.
It is.
What happens? You tell us what happens. Who's going to be the winner and how's it going to work?
So here's what's going to happen. The winner is not going to have to use the hacks. The loser of today's Hackorama is going to have to go to a special location and take photos of a subject using only the hacks with their camera today.
I am not going to be a loser.
I don't
want to walk around with a toilet
seat. I really want to see you use... This is not a toilet seat. This is what we call the tripod platform extender. So, not a toilet seat.
That's awesome. Well, hey, let's go out and let's take our photo walk, load up our stuff in here.
There you go.
And my chopsticks with us. And let's head on out and see what we come up with.
All right, let's test.
All right, we are out here ready for the Hackorama. First up is the winner. I know it is the winner.
It is not.
It is.
It's a butter box.
No, it's the butter bender, flashlight bender. So what we're going to do is first, Mark, get over there. Get over there. Let me take a picture here. Now I'm going to take a picture just like we do. We put up our flash. We take this straight up picture, right? Oh, that is beautiful. Really nice. Nice job. And let me do one with the flash this time. There we go.
There we go.
All right. That looks simply awful. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to pop.
You don't want me to see this?
No, not yet. Okay. I'll show you once I'm through bending the light with my butter. This is the most creamy picture you're ever going to see. So, watch this. Same pose, strike a pose. Oh yes. In fact, take a look at this.
Okay, the butter bender.
Take a look at this chopstick guide. That is with the butter bender. That is without the butter bender. Butter bender, no butter bender.
Okay.
Butter bender, no butter bender. Butter bender, no butter bender. Bangladesh,
I think you got
India.
something going, but I don't know about the best.
It looks incredible. So let me see. I want to see your next best.
You ready for my modifier?
I'm going to get ready. Go get it.
All right, now are you ready for the magical Milky modifier?
I don't know if I'm ready or not.
So let's do what you did. You're going to go over there. You're going to be the guinea pig this time. I'm going to set this down. We're going to take our control shot. This is direct flash. Let's make sure it's on.
Got my chopsticks.
Get your chopsticks up there. And, oh, that's hideous. It's hideous. Even if the light was good, it would be hideous. Here's the beauty of the magnificent milk modifier is these are patented slits that allow you to fit comfortably any size of flash.
I don't know if there's any way that's going to be
it is. This is way better than butter. So it really becomes, do you want a milky shadows and milky light, or would you like buttery light? Nobody wants a buttery light. It's sticky and it's gross. So here we go. Chopsticks back up, and here we go. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. I don't think that you're.
I showed you.
You're not going to be able to.
You show me yours.
You're not going to be able to see this. You're not. You're going to.
Oh my.
There it is. Okay, there is the magnificent Milky modifier. That is the control shot.
Okay, I say.
Look at those harsh shadows back there.
I say the Milky modifier made it rather milky. It's actually, I kind of think
it's a beautiful shot.
It's kind of dairy dreamy.
Yep, this is definitely an 8-point modifier. And see, I can use this. I can keep the milk in it. If I get thirsty, I can drink while I'm doing the shoot. I can actually use this as my weighted
no
sandbag. Okay.
I didn't sell mine more. I just shot with it. So I want to show you my silicone leafy gobo.
Let's go try them.
Let's go give that a walk and let's give that a try. All right, so I think we now have round 2 ready to go.
I think so. I think I've got this one in the bag.
No, this is a winner. You know what this is. This is the silicone leaf gobo. It's the imitation leaf gobo, actually. So what we do is we're going to stick this on into our lens hood.
It's very leaf-like.
Well, it's totally realistic. So we stick this in there, balanced perfectly. No, don't touch your chopstick. Okay, you get back to there. Now I'm going to take a picture of this. Oh, I can see. Oh, yes.
There.
We got it. Ready? Firing away.
An action shot.
One shot is all it took to win.
Let's see. Let's see. Oh, those leaves look so, like, realistic, you know?
They do. They are genuine silicone.
Yeah, because these wouldn't work.
No, I have to have a 3D dimensional type effect. So what I got here is I got our effect of the leaves in the front with the leaves in the back, giving it a dimension of depth of field.
I can see, actually I can't really see that very well, but let's bring out the chopstick chamber, and if we stick your camera in the chopstick chamber, oh, look at how much better we can see.
It's pretty amazing, actually. The chopstick chamber really brightens my day.
So look at the chopstick chamber there. Look at how much easier that I can see that. I couldn't even hardly see the picture, but this chamber is so versatile. This is an amazing hack. For $4.88, I can actually, carry all of your garbage, or I mean your gobos.
And your chopsticks.
And chopsticks inside.
All right.
Okay, so round 2 over. You ready for round 3?
I'm ready for round 3.
I got this one in the
Let's
bag.
go grab the stuff. It is time for round 3 of the Hack-O-Rama. Bring it on, bring it on.
Oh. It's already been brung. Okay.
I don't even know what to say with that one. So what we have right now is our super spiffy, our super duper gobo that's going to actually create.
It's not going to work.
It's going to create stunning lines across the face to make this a magical art piece. So Mark, go on over. Now this is going to be quite an art piece here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shot. I'm going to line it up with my flash that's behind me. And now when I take this shot, I think this should work. Let's make sure the flash goes up. Oh.
It's not going to work.
Oh, I just love this so much. I'm going to just keep clicking. Oh my goodness. Mark, take a look at this. I mean, if you have not seen artwork before, you've seen it now.
It's hard to see. If we had the chopstick chamber, we could put your camera in and I could see. I got to admit, that looks amazing.
It looks totally amazing. But
the contraption looks amazing.
This, for round 3, I'm just wondering if I am a loser because I can just see that. I can see you walking down the street, all the time you're carrying the
Well, here's the problem we have.
What do we call this thing?
We're going to think of a better name than we had, but I'm going to tell you what. When we're teaching, one of the problems we have is, always setting things down. You can't ever have time to get a drink. Right here, we got everything with us now. You can eat, you can take pictures, and it works amazing as a tripod. If I sit here, can't you just see yourself with that beautiful landscape? You're locked down, and
there you go, trying to sell it again. I don't think you need to sell anymore. I think you've got, what do we call it though? What is this thing called?
This is called the Panoptic folding table. I don't know, the portable table.
The chamber table.
Chamber table, there you go.
The Panoptic chamber table.
Oh, so, I don't think that's a good idea.
With some delicious noodles. So what we're going to do is we're going to tally the scores. Dan has been meticulously creating a spreadsheet. He's probably taken a few hours just to go through this and add them up and just find out which score is going to be the highest. I know I won, so it really it's not a problem.
No.
But we'll come back to you, and Dan will actually reveal the winner, and then the loser, the guy with the big L on the forehead, is going to
have to use all this great equipment.
Use that great equipment for a special photo shoot this afternoon.
Yeah. We'll see you there.
That was one of the stupidest things.
Speaking of stupid, I won't say any more, but I think it's one of the stupidest things you have ever done as well.
Don't tell me this doesn't look amazing.
You look incredible.
But
the judges have spoken, and we have the winner. Thank you for the envelope, sir. the winner of the Hackorama. Can we please have a drum roll?
Oh, just
Maybe
so happens.
A chopstick roll.
And the winner is...
All right, the overall winner with 24 points versus 13 points was Senor Chopstick Steve. That is right, 24 points. I am the Chopstick King. In fact, I think I deserve the giant chopstick.
You will be awarded. I will relinquish the golden giant chopsticks to you.
Thank you, sir.
You are the Hack Ninja.
Ah, thank you, sir. We enjoyed our Hack Ninja, whatever we call this thing, the hackathon. That's our Hackorama. Hackorama, that's what it was. But we really appreciate all the effort, Mark, that you put into your toilet seat. I think it made the difference to at least get you 13 points.
I'm just glad that, the winner gets chopsticks and that's it.
But you know what happens to the loser?
No.
Yes. So now the loser is going to have to go out and do a photo shoot using the hacks of my choice. So the first hack has to be the glorious toilet seat. That's right. The chamber shelf. Or what do we call this? It's the chamber, the chopstick chamber shelf. But anyways, you have to use that during one of your photo shoots. And then I would like to also use, where did it go here? It seems to have disappeared, but my there it is. It's over on your flash. You were already playing with it. You were so impressed with the Butterbox Flash Bender.
So I'm going to use the Butterbox.
So you're going to use the Butterbox Flash Bender in our challenge today.
Okay.
So we're going to go out. We're going to have a challenge. Catch up with us in a minute, and let's roll on.
All right, let's do it. I'm ready. Don't you need one of these?
I just saw a picture on Facebook.
So aren't these wonderful hacks? So you have the nice system here.
Oh, that's so
you can be
gross.
hands-free and you can talk. You can actually eat or have a beverage while you're filming. So it also works as a...
And is it ironic that this is bent and it says butt?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So this is the butter bender.
It's the butter.
The butter bender flash bender. So mine lost. Mine was a milk jug. That worked really well, but it was like the accumulative points of actually 3 items.
Okay.
So, and I lost, so I have to use this beautiful equipment today.
It's not
so, but let me just really quickly figure out my exposure here. There we go. We're going to close that lens down a little bit. Oh, and the nice thing, see, is because it is...
Now, Shasta, you don't feel silly at all.
No.
Considering what he looks like to you. I mean...
I work around guys all day long.
So here was always my thing was that whenever
That's
I look
so
at hacks
myself.
online, it's like, are you kidding me? Are you really going to tell somebody who's a professional photographer and convince them to take their portraits with this kind of equipment?
Oh, it's amazing.
But look at how beautiful the light is off of the butter bender. It's all the magic is right here.
This is not for real, right?
This is for real. Whoop.
Please do not slide your expensive camera off that lid.
I won't. Little over there.
But
Okay.
Shasta, you can just imagine people sitting around your bar area with one of these
That's
platforms.
right. So then they can all...
Yeah, no, the health department would be thrilled
It
with
just,
that.
drinks and you could serve like that. And you still have hands free to pick things up, move around, and talk. I like to talk with my hands, so.
You might need some shower grippers on there so nothing slides off.
Ooh, yeah. To mount on there.
Some of those flower petals.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it was only $6 brand new.
But you got yours used, right?
Yeah,
so you
yeah,
only
so
$3.
it was only $3. See, that's what lost. What made me lose is you got points if it was under $5. If you went over 5, then you got no points.
That's
so
right.
You got 1 point, and then it was how ridiculous is it? And what?
I have a motorcycle shop with a bathroom that's attended by 99% men. I've seen worse.
Yeah.
So Shasta, just real quick, tell us where we are. Tell us a little bit about who you are. I mean, we've worked with you before. We've taken pictures of you at photo shoots and done workshops with you.
Many moons ago. I'm much older now. I'm Shasta Smith. and this is the Vintage Monkey. You're in my home away from home. We have a motorcycle cafe, retail, a motorcycle exhibit, and we pride ourselves on servicing some of the best classic and antique motorcycles here in our region.
You've got like 18 motorcycles on display, plus the stuff up on the racks down below. Just an amazing place. They're building the coolest looking bar area here that's going to use shell casings, ammunition shell casings all around the bar top. Just a great location. She's building it up into a fantastic spot for events, and her shop, just incredible. But Shasta's been a friend of ours at Panoptic Chopsticks for a long, long time, but we're glad that she could test
the Butterbender today.
And the platform.
We haven't given it a good name yet, so.
I always like very eccentric, attire, so I think you've topped that for today.
Thanks for letting us come in today, Shasta. We appreciate that. That was a blast.
Yeah, that was fun. Shasta, it was priceless seeing her face when I walked in with the toilet seat on my neck. So thank you so much. She had her own show on the DIY network called Red Hot Design. She's just a phenomenal woman. So thank you, Shasta, for letting us come by and invading your space today.
Absolutely. I believe it's now time for
Fortunate Questions. All right, let's see who our question comes
today going to be.
Let's see who sent us a question today.
What do we got?
All right.
What do we got?
This says it is upside down.
There you go.
This is from Karen from California.
All right.
And it says, I want to buy a new camera.
I do too.
Should I buy DSLR or mirrorless?
Good question.
Good question. I hear that question quite a bit.
You know what I think it comes down to? Well, actually, hand me that.
Okay.
So here we have a Nikon D4, right? I mean, well, feel this.
I handed it to
you. It's 9 pounds, right?
Wow.
That's with a 7200 on it.
Okay.
I have a Fuji X-T1 mirrorless camera,
which is 2 pounds.
Well, probably even less. I mean, the thing weighs nothing. So
Correct.
You look at these like side by side, right? No comparison. Now, is this better? Yeah, I mean, this is $10,000 worth of gear, right?
Correct.
This is $1,500 worth of gear.
But a lot of the size comes from is because you have a mechanical shutter in there. And so you have to have room for all that stuff to move around inside there. And this camera has some more of the professional mounts where you can put extra gear in there.
So, I think it really comes down to, I love this camera, right? I love these little mirrors. So you shoot with a Sony, A7, which
quite a bit.
is a mirrorless camera too. The thing that's really revolutionized my thinking on these is just that these are small. This camera goes with me everywhere. This one doesn't. This sits in my camera bag often because I don't want to carry it around all day, right? But this one I can carry it around. I can give it to my wife to shoot. I shoot it in full auto a lot of times. I mean, that's something that's hard for a photographer to admit, that shooting a camera in full auto. I don't know. Really, if I'm not making my living shooting pictures, I would suggest going.
And I think a lot of people can't get over the fact that they think they need to look through the eyepiece. When I first got my A7, I could not put it up to my eye. I kept going to look through it and realizing, why am I doing that?
Yep.
But I'll tell you, the number one reason that I love my mirrorless camera is right here, is the flip-out screen.
Oh, totally.
With that flip-out screen, I now can shoot over my head. I can shoot down below. As we get a little bit older, it gets harder to kneel down, or you just don't want to. Screen rotates. And the amazing thing is, this has the APS-C sensor, but the A7s now have a full-frame sensor.
Yeah, it's like,
so you're not giving up
almost
anything.
40 megapixels in that camera. So I don't know, Karen. It's up to you. We say that, I think, on every fortunate question that comes through. It's up to you. It
really is. And, I've always thought that depending on what lenses you already own, that's the reason I got into Nikon, is I had Nikon lenses at the time, and the Nikon lenses from film cameras would fit on the digital ones, and they still do today.
Totally.
That's what got me into Nikon, and I believe that it's a great camera.
So let's put it this way. Let's narrow this down.
Okay.
So if you already are involved in a relationship with a camera system, Nikon, Canon, Pentax, Olympus, whoever it might be, probably stay there, right? But if you're not and you want to start from scratch, I really recommend some of these new mirrorless cameras. At least taking a look at them. Take a look at them. You can rent them from a lot of different places. Yeah. There's places that you can rent cameras nowadays. I would recommend doing that, playing around with it. But I'm a big supporter of the mirrorless today.
All right.
That was a great question, Karen.
It was.
Thanks. Make sure you keep sending in your questions to us here at Panoptic Chopsticks. You can send them right to info@panopticchopsticks.com, and we'll be happy to answer your fortunate question if it gets chosen in the random fortune cookie bag. Time for a little food for thought for the day.
Yeah, you know, just thinking back through our show, thinking of hacks. What do we think of hacks?
Well, I think the hacks, they actually work. A lot of them. Some of them didn't. But then I think that's really stupid. Like, why would you do the hack when you can actually do the real thing?
I agree. You know, some of these hacks, I mean, you got to be in quite a bind to actually...
Don't say bind when you're holding a toilet seat.
Okay, I won't. But really, I don't think that these are things that you would ever want to go, I'm going to put this in my bag of gear.
No.
However, I'll tell you, I made fun of your butter box. But using that today with her, I didn't realize you could fold that thing down and fit right in a pot. I think you're onto something. I think you guys are going to see the Panoptic butter box coming out very
soon. Butter box for life.
And we'd love to hear about the hacks that you've made that have actually worked. So if you could just leave those in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. This is a weekly show. We want to bring the fun back into photography and show you more of the craziness of photography.
That's right. So thanks for joining us this week. We look forward to sharing more photography extravaganza next week.
All right.